Hello everybody, Visy here with a video about Miscellaneous 2. Now, some people already know about my Miscellaneous project. It have been running for a little over a year now, with sort of Night of Jobs releasing just the other day really in complete format. Though it still could use some feedback, so if you want, I'll try to put a link to that below where you can check that out. And what I'm getting at is basically this. You're probably already seen it in the title. I need characters. And well, to recap, Mafia Nights is the first, well, not quite novel. Someone said it was a light novel. Someone described it with those words. And I find that to be a fitting term. It's not a novel, it's not big enough for that, but it's a light novel. And the reason I was able to complete the story was because I had friends in it. I had people be characters in the story. One of my favorites being Lee, because the person behind it, Alice, have been probably the most supporting to the completion of the story and the procedural work of getting this story forward. Aside from that, you got Captain Froggy, wonderful woman, girl that you should definitely check out. Her art is amazing, she's an amazing person. You got Ebru, who I might even meet, maybe even this week. All these wonderful people who became characters in the story. Basically, I let them make their own character for a story, and then I wrote them into it. And the thing that made me able to keep on going was, if I don't complete it for myself, I can at least complete it for those people. Hope the wind isn't over voicing me now. But yeah, so I will be needing new characters. Now, of course there are returning favorites, but this is a time skip that I'm making. From Mafia Nights, where Night of Jobs takes place, which is in the 1930s, to Mafia Nights 2, which will be set in the 1940s, the late 1940s even. Whereas Mafia Night of Jobs takes place in 1936, Mafia Nights 2 and Week in the City, so just drop that, that will be the name of the hopefully novel. A Week in the City, which is going to take place over a week, 1937, no, 47, but that means there have been a war. And now I love the people who had characters to ask them, would your character go to the war? Now one person deciphered what that basically was. I basically asked, do you want me to kill off your character? Now, not everyone died. Not everyone is assured dead. But a lot of characters died. Also some characters I created died. But that's how life works. People get born, they live, they die. At least you can enjoy their story while it lasts. Now, to get to the meat, I have babbled on long enough. Hopefully the nature around me makes up a bit. Because cheesecakes, I love this area. Well, I need characters. So, if any of you in the audience watching this would like to have a character in the story I'm writing, you know, hit me up on Discord, hit me on Twitter. You can comment on this video, but I'm not very likely to read it right away. because I basically handle this channel all via my phone, which is not convenient because I don't have the app yet. But that aside, it's going to be a blast to write Miscellaneous too. In the description, there's going to be a few things. Now, this is a one-take video, by the way, so I have no preparations for this. I'm going to have a link to a Discord server that I'm going to set up, where you'll be able to find like character templates. You're going to be able to find links to stories as they come up. There's going to be like a basic chat, but the service is going to be more towards just there to gather data and stuff. And then we're also going to have yeah, that's going to be the Discord server. Aside from that, there's also going to be in the description a link to a story I've written, which is made to kind of describe what this city is like, so that you can determine if you want to be part of this. Now, some quick simple rules for taking part in this. 1, if we get into a quarrel, like you and me, you the character owner and me the writer, if we get into a quarrel and you want to back out, once I start writing, it's really hard to change things. But if we can talk it out and become friends again, or if we stay, you know, on edge with each other, if we stay on edge with each other, I can kill off your character and thus get them out of the story. That's like the optimal way to get someone out of the story, but it's hard, so like respect that, please. 2, this is a realistic setting. There are no superpowers, magic powers, none of that stuff. There are a few shorts for Mafia Nights that are on the metaphysical spectrum, but the main stories are completely realistic setting. So no super strength, no super speed. You can be a strong person. You can have trained up, but mind you, then you're not going to be as good with guns, for example. You're going to have their weaknesses. And that segues well into the fact that your character, don't make a mersu or whatever you want to call it. Don't make a character that's, they are really good at everything, they're really friendly. Not quite going to cut it. You can have a very nice and friendly character, don't get me wrong. Those are very good. But you're going to have some way that your character actually makes it in this city. Because this is a city run by mobsters, where the cops are on payrolls, and yeah, generally it's the best way to survive is to pay protection money from a gang, and then you have to earn that money somehow, if that be via civilian job. Say you work at a nightclub as a bartender, or maybe you work a day job, you work at the bank maybe. Whatever it may be, you need some way that your character survives. Referring back to that story, which describes about this world, it talks about gangs and rogues, two very important entities in the city. No, they are not opposite. Now, to move forward with this, yeah, I don't know if I have more rules, really. Be respecting that as a writer I need to try to tell a story that works. If we get into a fight about something, fine. I won't blame you if you want me to drag out your character, but we're going to have to do it organically. Don't overpower your character, and don't make them a perfect character. Every character has flaws. I'm an idiot. That's like my flaw. I do stupid things. more to say. I'm going to need some characters for Mafia Nights 2. I'm probably going to put the character template in the description as well, so that even if you don't have Discord, you can place, you know, your character in the comments. Mind you, I'll be slow on noticing it. Sorry about that, but let's see how it is. Yeah. With all that out of the way, I hope you'll enjoy Mafia Nights 2. I'm going to do my best to make you all proud.